What's good, you guys? It's your girl Tayya, and I'm back with another video. I know. I've been gone for a minute. Like, I just been going through. Honestly and truly, I'm just gonna head put it out there until my name tag off, so y'all won't see where I work at. But I've really just been going through. I just been tired, like really lazy. But I promise to do more videos. But today, this morning I woke up very emotional. And a lot of people don't know. Some people do. Women do especially, but guys really don't understand what we go through as women. And me personally, I am struggling with PCOS. Basically, PCOS is just short for Polycystic Cysts Ovarian Syndrome. I had to think of it. But it's basically where you have cysts on your ovaries and you don't get your periods like you're supposed to. Like you don't ovulate. If you don't get your period, you don't ovulate. So that basically means you can't have kids. And that's really what I'm struggling with. I just found out this year that is what I have. It all started basically, I really think I had this for a couple of years because I've not had a period like regularly probably in a couple of years, and I never really paid it any mind because I was young. I was still hanging out, partying, doing the young thing. So I always wanted to be a mom, but I'm like, okay, I'm still young, so chill on all that, okay? Just do you. So that's what I did, and as I got older, I realized, like, being grown, doing little things with your boyfriend, stuff like that, slip ups, everything happened, but nothing ever happened for me. But I didn't think about it until this year. The guy I'm with, we've been together for 2 years, so I didn't really think about it till this year because I know that we're going to get married and we want a family and so forth and so on. So when I realized that my period wasn't coming on, or if I have symptoms as if I was pregnant, and take a pregnancy test and it comes out that it's negative, that would kind of make me discouraged. Like, I really feel like if you take a pregnancy test, well, in my case, I feel like if you take a pregnancy test, it should come out positive. Whether you want a kid or not, kids are a blessing. And anytime I took one, it was negative, which broke my heart even more. And it's crazy because it makes me emotional that it's so much going on, in the world with with people hurting their kids, and people hurting their kids, letting other people harm their kids. And you have women like myself who struggles with bearing a child or even conceiving. And that's something that we always wanted, to be able to carry a child. And when you see stuff like that on the news or whatever, it can really upset you. When especially it's not easy for you, and people that do have a chance mess it up. You don't know how blessed you are to be able to have kids. And a lot of people don't touch subjects on infertility. A lot of women are ashamed of it. I was ashamed to tell anybody I have PCOS. Like, as a woman, that's embarrassing. You can't bear kids. I feel like as a woman, you were made to reproduce, or whatever the case may be. But I'm sorry, y'all, I got emotional. But I think that's really the first time I cried in a while, about it. But I'm getting through it, and I stay in Greenville, North Carolina, so I went to a specialist. Matter of fact, let me rewind. I woke up one morning after not having a period for 6 months. I woke up one morning around about 5-6 o'clock in the morning in pain. I'm talking about excruciating pain. And it was followed by blood. but it seemed like the blood wasn't a period flow type blood. It was more of a like douche, like coming out type thing. So I tried to stay home for at least 4 or 5 hours before I went to the hospital, but it got to the point where I was just moaning and groaning and I couldn't do nothing but cry. And I said, you know what? I have to go to the doctor. Somebody has to see me today. Like, this is ridiculous. And you know, being on Google will tell you have everything in the world. Like, and I'm just sitting here scared because I'm like, oh my God, it's telling me I might be pregnant in my tubes, a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, might have some type of cancer. And I was just like, you know what? I never felt this before. Let me go get checked out. So long story short, I wait in the emergency room for 4 or 5 hours, as usual, just for me to get to the back, tell them my problems like 3 or 4 times, and then for them to say, oh, it's just pressure from you not having your period. Because mind you, I don't know if anybody knows, but like with PCOS, your pelvic area hurts, you know, sometimes. And that's really where the pain was at. And I'm like, I never felt this before. Like, so when I was typing it in Google, like, that's what I said, everything was popping up. And for me to get to the hospital after waiting for 5 hours, 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 hours, they're going to tell me it's just pressure for me not having my periods for 6 months. And me as a woman, I'm like, no, hell no, 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 no. That ain't right. And I just started, look at me, going back to Google, searching, you know, and I'm putting in my issues, and everything popped up to be infertility this, infertility that, and I'm just like, you know, I really don't want it to be this, but it's better to know than not know it all. So I make my appointment. Somehow I had a $75 charge for a no-call, no-show appointment that I made in the past. Boom, paid that because I was so worried about what was going on with my body, you know, and I just needed to get checked out. Long story short, I went to ECU's with women physicians on Herbert Court, I believe. I went there. I probably was scheduled like the next week or 2 after I made the appointment, whatever. Went in, amazing staff, by the way. If anybody knows Greenville, North Carolina, if anybody struggles with infertility, the best doctor to go to is Dr. Hayslip. I mean, this man was wonderful. Like, I wasn't ashamed of what I was going through, all because of him. I mean, he gave me so much hope afterwards. Like, after I got diagnosed, I mean, as soon as I walked in there, not even 10 minutes, he was like, oh yeah, you have PCOS. And he started breaking it down to me, and I don't understand, you know, I never heard of it. So he basically tells me to undress from the waist down, and he's like, I'm gonna show you. So he ended up, you know, making me undress from the waist down, and some type of little thing that he sticks up you, whatever, to see your ovaries. On the screen, y'all, on the screen, he's showing me the cyst that's on my ovaries, and I lied to you guys not. This is a perfect example. How these beads are, this is how my cyst was looking on my ovaries. Side by side, lined up, like 30 to 40 of them. Not on two, both of them, on one ovary. It was 30 to 40 cysts. And on the other one, I had an overgrown cyst on the other one. So, you know, that really, I was shocked at the same time, but I had a lot of relief. I finally knew what was causing my periods to be so late, you know, why I was having that type of pain, why I couldn't carry kids. Now, that was the main thing for me. So it was really a relief to find out that I had PCOS, and that it was okay, you know. It was okay. See, PCOS is the most common in women. So if you ever, you know, if you're going through what I'm going through and you realize that you have PCOS, do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Me personally, I have my days where I'm like, man, I'm never going to be able to conceive, you know, because I was getting treatment. I had insurance. I was getting treatment. I was you know, it was type of medicine. It was called Clomid, and it basically supposed to help you ovulate and everything like that. So they would tell you to have sexual intercourse after your period, da 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 da. Come back to the doctor they will tell you to call when you start your period so they can make an appointment to see if you ovulated off the pills or not. You know, and they will, if it didn't work, they'll give you another dose. If that one didn't work, they'll up it, whatever the case may have been, you know, to get you where you needed to be. And right before my insurance got cut off, I had got good news that I actually had ovulated. So I'm like, man, like this is amazing. You know, with me not ovulating for I don't know how many years, I finally ovulated, and I was happy. I was happy with the results. I was happy that I actually found out what was going on with me, and that they was working towards helping me. You know, like they was really happy for me, and it showed. So that was a big step for me. But as soon as my insurance got cut off, and I was supposed to be going to get another ultrasound, I was going to get an ultrasound so they can look at my ovaries and see, you know, has it made any progress, or if it's at a standstill, whatever the case may be. But I went in that morning not knowing about my insurance, and the lady was like, well, you know, it's not showing any insurance. Are you filing any insurance today? And I'm like, no. I knew I was under my dad, so I knew it was going to get cut off eventually, because he told me that they was switching and you can't have anybody over 20 up there, and I'm 22. So I knew, but I didn't think, I was like, well, maybe I can, you know, work the system a little bit, or whatever the case may be. But she was like, oh yeah, it's not showing any insurance, so your ultrasound appointment will be $425. $425. I don't have that. I won't have that. Like, I wouldn't have had that for another month, maybe. With the bills and stuff I had, I probably wouldn't have had it for another month or two. And it, you know, I had to walk out of there without knowing anything. You know, the only thing I could tell the lady is, you know, just go ahead and cancel the appointment, because I don't have it. And it broke my heart so bad, because I felt like I was on a road to find out, you know, to get some answers, to get to some results, you know, to actually start doing stuff to become a mom, you know, pushing that effort. But, you know, it's been a while, and I'm still struggling with the whole idea of me having PCOS. I'm just not afraid to talk about it now. And I'm coming here to tell you guys that it's okay. Whether you have PCOS, endometriosis, whatever, it's fine. It's okay. Now, I know some infertility issues are way more stronger than others. They're, you know, some of them are not curable, but PCOS, you can get treatment for that. So me personally, I'm gonna start to work on a baby with my boyfriend, who's gonna be my husband soon. So, you know, we talked about it, and they have everything. You know, they have different things out, like Conceive Plus, Pre-Seed, and everything like that. But I don't want to take those type of supplements and then be disappointed. But at this point, I'm gonna try it. You know, until I get back to my insurance and get that how I want to be, I'm gonna try it. But I just wanted to make this video to share my story with you guys. I don't know how many other women are struggling with PCOS, but let it be known. You know, tell somebody how you feel. Tell somebody how you feel, your friends, you know. And I have a whole lot of friends that have kids. Now, I'm very, very happy for them, and they're very blessed to be parents. However, in the back of my head, you know, I'm ready for the moment that they're experiencing. But I'm going to keep faith, you know. That's the only thing I can do, you know. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to tell people, you know, it is what it is. We can get through it together. That's why I'm here telling my story. So you all can know. And it's a very touchy subject, especially for women who wants to have kids. Like, that's the only thing that they really ever wanted. Like, if I had a child, I would eat, sleep, and breathe for my child, you know. But, you know, that's my PCOS story. like I said, PCOS stands for Polycystic Cysts Ovarian Syndrome, and it's basically when you have cysts on your ovaries. I'm so sorry. And that's basically the easiest way to sum it up. You don't have periods, so you don't ovulate, which means you can't have kids, but there is a solution. So don't give up. I just stepped outside to make this video because as I was sitting in my patient's house, I was writing down, why me and things like that. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it'll make me feel better if I share my story. So don't be afraid to reach out, message me, comment, whatever, to tell your side of the story. If you are going through infertility issues, do not be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. It's plenty of women out here struggling with infertility and maybe going through worse things than you. So don't be afraid. And I'm ready to be PCOS free. I don't know about anybody else, but I am, because it's time for me to get started on this baby. But I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for tuning in and listening to my story. It's a very tough subject for me, so I'm sorry about me getting all teared up. But yes, like I said, it's a touchy subject for me, and I just wanted to reach out to you guys to let you know what I was going through, and I might can help the next person. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell. If you want to see more videos, comment and let me know, and I'll try to get on it as soon as possible. I do work a lot, and I'm trying to get better with balancing the two of them. I had to get my phone fixed in order to do my videos outside of work, so I have that fixed now, so y'all should be seeing more from me. But yeah, I want y'all to have a great day, a productive day, and stay out the way. And it's your girl Tayya, and I'm signing off. Peace.